Hey Megan, it's Anthony. It's been years since I seen you. I hope you and Josh are doing well. But I don't want to take up too much time on this video, so I'll kind of jump right into it here. I like your website layout, by the way. So first thing I'm going to kind of talk about, you're doing a lot of things right. I don't know if you have someone helping you with your search engine optimization or if you're just unknowingly doing things right. But you are definitely doing a lot of things that most people who have small businesses and a website do not do. So give me 1 second here. So the first thing we're going to talk about here is just what keywords and buyer intent keywords are. I'm not sure where you're located or the area, but I'm just going to use Morgantown as an example. So a buyer intent keyword is something that's punched into Google that is for a specific service, in this case photographers, in a specific area, in this case Morgantown, West Virginia. So there is 150 people searching for this exact term every single month on Google. And the keyword difficulty for this term is 3, which means it's very low and not hard to be ranked for this specific word. This keyword difficulty ranges from 0 to 100. The closer to the 100, obviously the harder it is. Being a 3, you're in good shape. This is something where you can grab more of this traffic and increase your clients coming to your page. And this is usually high converting clients as long as they like it, what they see on your web page and everything. Because like I said, if you're in California, you're not typing in photographers in Morgantown, West Virginia. You're typing in photographers in whatever area you are. So that's kind of a quick explanation of keywords if you didn't know, and buyer intent keywords. So no one's providing advertising for this either, which gets to my first point. Less than 10% of people actually pay for advertising or Google Ads, but no one in this area is paying for it. So you guys may be able to get some pretty cheap ads to pop up here, even though they don't get a lot of conversions. If it's cheap and affordable, no one else is doing it. So you could buy some Google Ads for photographers in Morgantown, West Virginia, to try to get some of that traffic. But 94% of people skip the ads and go to organic results, and that's what we're going to talk about here, and the thing I kind of specialize in those regards. But organic results would be these 3 people popping up in the map pack, and these searches that pop up in the URL here. There's about 10 that pop up on the first page, and you are popping up on here, which is good. Most people aren't, and I'll give you some more statistics there. When people search this term, they click in those areas. 44 to 61% click on the top 3 here. So this is somewhere that you can be in to get more traffic and clients. 95% of people stay on the first page. You are on the first page, that's good. But 75% of that traffic clicks on the top 3. So as you can see, the first is the not, second is a competitor, and third is Yelp. This is where the majority of the traffic clicks. Mainly these 2 here, and statistically speaking, 30% click on the first. That drops to half for the second position, drops to 11 for the third, and continues to drop until you get off the first page. Quick statistics on why it's important to be in this area and why it's important to be towards the top to get more traffic. Also, this is just one specific keyword. I'll kind of give you more examples on that here in a minute. But Ahrefs is a tool that I use to analyze websites. It kind of gives me an idea of how you're doing and what we can do to kind of bring you more traffic. You have currently Google looks for domain number of referring domains, your citations, and your content. You currently have 30 domains coming back to your website, which is good. Like I said, you may be doing this intentionally, or someone is doing it for you, or unintentionally. But the more domains you have referring back increases your page strength and your domain strength. And as long as you have more referring domains with quality domains, in regards to backlinks, I'll explain that in case you don't know what it is. You may already, but a hyperlink going back to your page is a backlink. So just to go in here, for example, these are pages that are referring back to you. And if I open up one and click on it, it brings me to the page. Let's see where you are here. Yeah, here it is. So here's your link. So when you click on this, it brings you to your page. That's what I mean when I say backlink. Google wants you to have a lot of these from good referring domains. So this looks like a legitimate website that's referring back to you. It is a no-follow link, however. So if you know that people are going to add a link to their website for you, ask them if they can make it a do follow link. That gives you more authority and power back to your website. There's no follow links, which this is highlighted in red. I have a tool that shows me if it's do follow or no follow. And so like this is a do follow for the Planet DJ. So for whatever reason, they're giving some do follows and others no follows. So I would even maybe reach back out to them and ask if you can have a do follow link back to your page. They can do that on their WordPress site or whatever page builder they're using for their website. But you want more of these from more websites. So going back to past clients, asking them to either make these links do follows, or moving forward in the future, you want to continue to ask them to give you a hyperlink back to your web page from their web page. That way you can continue to build your web page authority. Like I said, if you're doing this yourself unknowingly, good job, you're doing it right. Continue to do it. Start asking for do follow links. That way it increases your domain power. Make sure they're not spammy. You don't want random bad blogs, spammy blogs, because Google knows and can realize that and docks your rating. The next thing we'll talk about here is organic keywords. So the first one we brought up was the photographers in Morgantown, West Virginia. So these are the words that they find when they go to your website. Google crawls your website every so often, and they determine the keywords that you provide, and then they determine the services and what you do, and then they rank you accordingly. And you're getting 53 people to click on your webpage every month, which is pretty good for someone that, if you're not having anyone do your organic SEO, then that's really good because you're doing a lot of things right that unknowingly. But if we go in and look at your keywords here, see what position you're ranked at. All your traffic that you're getting comes from that first page that I was talking about. So once you pop to the second page, you're not even at one single search. But West Virginia Wedding Photographer 80, you're in the 9th position. You're getting 2 people a month to click on you. And as you get in the top 3, that number obviously rises due to the click rate. But photographers in Morgantown, West Virginia, this is where you're getting a lot of your traffic. You're in the 6th position, which is giving you 10 people a month to click on that. If you were in the 1 or 2 position, that would go up drastically, and I'll show you an example of your competitor here in a minute. But you also want to make sure they're buyer intent keywords. So this is a great keyword. This is a great keyword for what you're targeting. Good, 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 good. Wild and wonderful, even though it has 250 searches per month, you're probably not going to get, you're not going to get people, converting as clients because it's not a specific keyword. They're probably not looking for a photographer. Hopefully that makes sense there, but we'll hop over to your competitor. We got Wood and Lace. They only have 4 referring domains. So what this tells me is the quality of links that they're getting back to their website is better than the quality of links that you are getting. And Google is either docking you because they're spammy links, or you're just not using the correct anchor text to come back either. So with those hyperlinks I was explaining, they can either link back to your specific website, or it can be an anchor text. It could be a keyword anchor text. So they're getting double the traffic you guys are per month. And let's look at their organic words here real quick. So what I'm saying, if you look at here, see how that's clickable? That's a hyperlink. And people that add your website to their web pages can also add these hyperlinks. And you want those hyperlinks to be your specific keywords. But you don't want to overdo it. So you don't want to have 10 hyperlinks for Morgantown, West Virginia, because Google will realize that you're doing that on purpose. You want to spread it out. You want to be like, you want to have a hyperlink that says click here. You want to have a hyperlink that has your website address. You want to have a hyperlink that says wedding photographer, hyperlink that has a buyer intent specific keyword. You want to try to confuse Google, because Google knows that people do this as a job, and if they see that you're stuffing and going after specific things, they actually dock you to try to prevent you from doing that. So don't get carried away in regards of getting 10 hyperlinks that say Morgantown, West Virginia photography, because Google's gonna be like, all right, well, they're trying to get this search term and they're gonna dock you for that. But as you can see, this is #1 competitor and the traffic that they're bringing in, and they're in the #1 position for all of these. So that's why they're getting double the traffic that you are getting, due to the fact that they're in the number 1 position and not the 6th position. You were bringing in 10 people for this exact keyword for your website. They're bringing in 54 because they're in the 1 position. And that's the difference it makes being in position on Google's pages. But you want to be on the first page regardless for all the keywords you're trying to target, because that increases the clients coming to your page. So that's the first tip I can give you. The second one is going to be in regards to this map pack here. I'm not sure if you have a Google My Business with your address and everything. You can hide this on Google, but being on here helps. So if you do have an address you live in Morgantown, or someone's that you can borrow to set up your Google Map pack, that would help bring in some new clients. And then the next thing you want to do is, after you get this set up, make sure it's completed 100%. You want to get citations coming back to your getting listed on local directories. So you want to have your business name, address, and phone number listed on Facebook. You want to have it listed on local directories, Yelp, Yellow Pages, all that stuff, because Google gives preference to businesses that have more citations than others. The linking also is a factor, but definitely the citations. And the last thing is the content. So you want to make sure you have content on your page. I know it's a little harder with photography in general because you don't want to bombard it with content, but Google does like to see about 1,000 to 1,500 words on the front page. So maybe increase the content there a little bit just so you're closer to that. And you want to make sure you have those keywords in here so they're picking them up. Google's pretty smart, so they can pick things up in regards to what you do. So they are already picking you up for the keywords that you need to be looking for. So I would just kind of increase the content. Make sure your pictures are saved as keywords. Make sure, let's see here, Fun and Wonderful Photography, you know, that's not bad. Most of them just say image 1, 2, 3, 4. But making sure all of your images are saved as not the same thing, different keywords, different targets. That way, when Google crawls your page, they see that, because they can't see pictures. They only pick up content and keywords. But outside of that, that's pretty much all the tips I have for you. Hopefully this helps. If you feel like I can help you and all, definitely reach out. Contact information will be in the email. But you can definitely implement those right away to help you start ranking better. And you're not doing horrible. Like I said, you're bringing in traffic, which most people with websites and businesses don't, especially if they're doing it on their own. So if you are doing all this on your own, you're doing a good job, and there's some tips that can help you do it even better. But I hope you guys are well, and appreciate you taking the time to watch this.